lovelies, welcome back to Seduce Me. Now we left off where, we kind of just arrived at the house, because, I mean, the video was getting a bit very long, and I didn't want to make it an hour. So hopefully, maybe this video, we could at least get through the parts, and we could actually go see the boys. The spicy meatballs, as we call them. Thank you, Tyler, for giving me that. Oh! No. No. Already off to a great fucking start, are we?
It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes.
Gathering my courage, I decided then to... Oh my god. Then that it was time to talk. Dad, could I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Why do you want me to move into the estate so soon?
I thought I made that rather clear. The college near your grandfather's house is well known for its business program. You are planning to major in business, yes? Right after you graduate from high school, you'll just live there and can easily commute to and from school. It's a perfect fit for you.
But it's so sudden that you just decided so quickly right after the funeral.
Don't be so sensitive. If you're like that in the real world,
Great.
you'll be crushed.
I'm just saying that maybe we could talk about it, talk a bit more about it, about my future. In reply, my father rubbed his temples and sighed quietly.
After you graduate from college, you'll work at Anderson Family Toys. I have connections since I am part of the board of directors, so you will be guaranteed a spot. That is what we talked about before, yes?
But what if...
Stop mumbling.
But what if I don't want to work there?
Don't be silly. It's the family company. Our company. I'm not just going to hand it over to some incompetent vice chairman.
He came closer to me and his face softened.
Look, this is all for the best, okay? You may not know it right now, but you will appreciate it later.
For some reason, when I heard him say that, something snapped in me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it made me feel so angry. Do you even care that grandfather passed away?
Of course I do.
Well, everything seems fine and dandy to you. Things could be better.
Excuse me? I don't like your tone, young lady.
It's like nothing even happened at all. Like you just ignored the fact that he is no longer here.
Do not raise your voice at me.
What did he ever do to you to deserve this? My father, his face hardened and crossed his arms and erupted in anger in angry laughter. Oh my god.
You sure place him upon a pedestal, like he's some kind of venerated god or something. It makes me sick.
Oh, I think I forgot to put that on Do Not Disturb. Is that it? Are you happy grandfather's dead? Well, everyone was grieving. Were you holding yourself back from laughing in everyone's face? Did you feel just a bit happier seeing him lie in the graveyard? A flash of rage crossed his face, and he whipped the back of his hand across my cheek.
You don't know anything! Running your mouth like somehow you know everything that went on, when you're just a little girl that doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut!
Excuse me!
You did not know my father. You did not know what he was capable of.
Is everything all right? What happened?
Nothing. I'm not hungry. I think I'll just go to my room.
Honey, wait.
I quickly turned and ran the stairs to my room, slamming the door behind me. Whew. My breath came in short pants, and for a while I just leaned against the door to my bedroom, eventually sliding down against it. How did things become like this? My pig was still throbbing, and I tentatively stood up and looked at the mirror to see how it looked. Hopefully it doesn't bruise. Huh! What am I saying? Tears formed in the corners of my eyes, but I blinked them back rapidly. I couldn't cry twice on the same day. I had to be stronger than that.
Are you all right? Your father told me nothing happened, but you know your father.
I'm fine. I just lost my appetite.
The lasagna's done, though, and I don't want you skipping any meals. Are you sure?
Alright, who else is like that? Like, some days where you just got angry and just ended up losing your appetite, or something like, if you had a bad day and it's just like all you want to do is stay in your room, just say, you're not alone on that, okay? Keep in mind, it possibly happens to the majority of the percent of this world. Nobody has a perfect life. Remember that. Yeah, don't worry about me, hey, Mom. I'll come downstairs later to eat.
You're not telling me the whole story.
I just don't want to eat right now.
Please, dear. Tell me what's going on. I wish you would tell me why you're being like this.
I wanted to tell her. A part of me was screaming to tell what Dad had done. At the same time, I knew it couldn't fix anything besides I was moving out regardless. I remained silent, letting the event remain in the past.
Well, I'll leave your food on the table if you want to eat it later.
Finally, my mom left me alone. It was strange to think that she was only a few inches away from me, only separated by a single wooden door. I really didn't know what to do. I needed to do something, anything, to get my mind off what just happened. Anything would be better than thinking any more about the pain still radiating from my cheek. Ugh. My God, that's gotta be a pain. Because I know about that pain. Ugh, I'm getting heat rash, and believe me, I do know how that feels. Okay. I was going to move into my grandfather's house tomorrow. I should probably pack my stuff up. So I would be prepared for tomorrow. That was a good idea. I should start packing. I opened the closet, rummaging around for a while before I finally found 2 large bags, pulling them out onto the floor of my room. I then began to empty my drawers and cabinets so that I could bring all my things with me. I didn't have much to bring other than just clothes and some color. I'm sorry. I have a problem again today. It was kind of bizarre that I didn't have many personal belongings. It wasn't like my luggage was completely devoid of them, but I certainly didn't have many things in my room that I would miss if I just suddenly left the house. I stuck my head to rid myself off those thoughts. Ooh, let me take a breath. It was going to be my new home. It would have to feel like it one way or another. I was going to make it into home. Okay, just I was panicking in my thing. Oh my god, packing my things! Oh, sure. Packing my things. My cell phone began ringing and vibrating in my pocket. I was pulling my phone out of my pocket and answered it while settling myself onto my bed. Who could possibly be calling?
Hey, Anderson, you there? Is everything alright? We were worried about you, so we decided to call. Hello?
I'm really glad you guys called. My voice managed to come out, though it was only a whisper.
What happened? Are you okay?
Well, I slowly began to tell them about the funeral that afternoon. A small silence followed when I was done recounting what happened, and to my relief, Naomi finally spoke up.
I can't begin to imagine how you must be feeling right now. I'm so sorry. Do you want us to come over right now?
No, it's okay. My dad isn't in a good mood, so can we just keep talking on the phone like this?
Of course! We'd stay on the phone until the crack of dawn. Right, Suzu? Yeah. We're always here if you need us. After all, we wouldn't be the awesome triple threat trio without you, right?
Yeah.
Triple threat trio? That sounds like the name of a gang. Yeah, I mean, we're all taking on the world together. We've got to sound somewhat scary, or else no one's going to take us seriously.
Kind of true.
What's with you and naming things? You've got to step up your game, Naomi. Falling behind to the cool kids like Anderson and me.
Ain't that like a mood, honestly? Just alright, how many people do name things? Literally. My mom named her truck, I named my kayak, and yeah. Crazy.
Hey! I'm a cool kid. If anything, I'd say you'd have to step up your game.
We chatted carefully about all sorts of things. Very soon I had forgotten about the events that day and was engaged in a conversation about Naomi's favorite TV show. Some program called Thurlock? We all agreed that the actor playing the titular character certainly had a very distinctive Jesus. I did have not had cake and I should have not watched them bloopers. Okay. Distinctive look about him. With that long overcoat and scarf wrapped around his neck. But we had many disagreements about who we thought was the coolest character. Well, yeah, he has really high cheekbones. I can't take this anymore. And it's either very pretty or pretty. Though I do have to say I prefer Jackson. God. I know who that sounds like. And as a bonus, his actor is just so sassy. Sassy, 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 so sassy. I look at the clock hanging on the wall, realized how late it was. Whoa, it's already 1 a.m. Sorry for keeping you guys up so late. I think I'm gonna hit the hay for tonight. See you tomorrow at school. See you school tomorrow. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I messed up. Just fuck it. I did probably shower and go to bed. I can't believe I stayed up this late. I do talk to, just to talk to my friends. Oh, I've been there before. But it was really nice. Well, to the bathroom I go. I took a relaxing shower. Nothing beats the hot water. And the feeling of being calm. After drying myself, I promptly dressed in my pajamas and crawled into bed. Aha! A nice hot shower after a long day. I'm so glad to finally be in bed. It had been a really long day. I knew that I was wishing for something to change back in class, but I certainly wasn't expecting any of the things that happened today. And I have school, and I have to go back to school tomorrow. Ugh. I curled up on my side and tightly wrapped the blankets around me. I really was getting in the mood to return to school, but my dad probably would make me just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it. It's time to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. I reached out the lamp on my nightstand. I'm like, freaking, why am I'm spacing out because I'm hearing stuff outside too. Nightstand, and to turn off the lights. However, my mind was so lost in the passing of my grandfather and the thought of inheriting something so big. It haunted my mind the entire night until the next morning. I shook my head to try to clean the sleepiness out of me to no avail. I really didn't get any sleep last night. It's already time to wake up. Wait, school. How many were you like this at school? Like, if you're in senior or graduated, just graduated, how many were you like this? You're probably just like, no, not today, not right now. Like that kind of moment. Because I sure was. As soon as I realized I had to go to school, I slid out of my bed and looked at the vanity mirror. That's the relief. Luckily, there was barely a bruise on my cheek. I want to say you know this, but I can't say a fucking word. You had to squint to actually see it. I doubt anyone would actually notice, unless they lean in really close. Breathing out a sigh, I got dressed, took my backpack, and caught the bus to go to school. It wasn't even hours before everyone heard the news. I was approached at school and given cuddling and for my loss. However, that shocked my friends.
Wait, So you have the whole Anderson house to yourself? Lucky as hell, man!
It's big!
Quit being so sensitive, Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi, I'm sorry, you're right.
Quit being so vulgar, Suzu.
Sorry.
Of course you would side with her.
Sorry!
Huh. See? At least she knows how to have fun. I know how to have fun. You don't need to be wild to have fun.
Guys, I'm going there after school today because my parents want me to get used to living there. Oh, we're getting close! Sorry. When it comes getting closer to the point, I'm just like, oh my god, I can't wait!
Seriously? It hasn't even been a day since you came back to school.
I know, but my parents want me to try living there as soon as possible.
Still, that's really fast. Are you going to be okay?
Of course. But even in the comfort of my best friend, life seemed to keep testing me. Ooh!
Hey! Don't go around shoving people like that. Whoops. Did I strike a nerve, Capini?
She let out a small laugh as she twirled her hair around her finger. They said, one of the last people I wanted to see today.
It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Oh, look at that little frown thing you got. Fuck that.
Oh, Anderson. Hey, how's it going?
I'm alright.
Haven't you already heard, Lizette? Of what? Her grandfather's passing. Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't really watch a lot of news. It doesn't really sound like you mean it. I do mean it. Earnestly. Why wouldn't I? Typical Capini. Isn't her family involved with the mafia or something? I wouldn't be surprised if she brought out the bat from behind her back right this moment.
I had nearly forgotten the crowd that followed Lucette, which was mostly comprised of people that no one wanted to see on any typical school day. No one had the slightest idea why exactly they followed Lucette around so evidently, but they labeled themselves as social equals with her.
That is out of line. Suzu comes from an honest family. Says the one whose family profits from political scandals. Yeah, your dad doesn't make anything unless he's in the courts with dirty politicians. Ah! Hey, let's all calm down for a second, all right? I'm sure Anderson needs some time to recuperate. I mean...
Fuck, I did it again. I'm sorry. Just stop. Stop acting like that already. Like, you feel sorry for me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Fuck you. I'm sure you're happy seeing me like this. You already have everything you wanted, and now seeing me like this, life couldn't get any better. Bitterness seeped into me, and the words started flying out of my mouth without flitter. But honestly, I didn't care. I was so consumed by anger that I only saw Lucette in front of me. What exactly am I to do? Fuck. Just another part of your obstacle course. Is that what I am? I am sick of it, Lucette. I am sick of all of these taters. I'm sick of you. Holy fuck. That gives me good flashbacks of animals. I'm good. We're not gonna get into that. We're just gonna leave that out. Give me a moment to breathe. Alright. Gas rose from the crowd around her, and I was brought back to the school hallway. Even my friends beside me looked at me in surprise. One girl looked like she was going to speak up, but Lisette held her hand up to stop her. There was an emotion in her face that I couldn't quite make out, but I could see a form of pity in her eyes. No, don't you dare be pitying me. I look away from her. I didn't want to see that emotion in her eyes when she was talking to me. She didn't have the right to look at me that way.
I'm sorry. I know your grandfather passing away must have really taken a toll on your emotions.
Oh yeah, no, thank. She stepped towards me and put her hand on my shoulder, giving me a tiny smile as if for old time's sake. But for some reason, I didn't feel comfort at all. Not that I was just angry at her, but the expression on her face when she leaned in close to me, it contorted into something complex. Frickin' stuttering. I would feel bad if one of the voice actors ended up having to do this. Oh my god, voice actors, do not fucking watch this, I beg you. Something was different about her. I couldn't quite place my finger on it. But something about her had definitely changed.
Well, I'll be going for now. Track meet responsibilities and all of that stuff. See you later.
I've done track. I was a hurdler. Something about this that made me feel uncomfortable. I wasn't just angry, but also uneasy. What was it? I had never seen her like that before. But I decided to pay no further attention to it. She continued running down the hallway. It was a giggle of friends behind her. I reforced my attention to Miss Phillips, who was walking down the hall towards me.
Is everything all right, girls? Nothing we couldn't handle, Mrs. B. Just a bunch of snobs.
Mood! I am definitely 100% Zuzu on that too. Like, that's me at times.
Suzu, hush! It was nothing, Mrs. Phillips. I see. Well, Miss Anderson, please accept my condolences for your loss.
Thank you, Mrs. Phillips.
Your grandfather was a good man. He really upheld the philanthropy of his company's policies, and the money that went towards charity, too.
I am sorry if you can hear the lawnmower outside. I know, he was amazing. I really looked up to him. And I want to be as good as he was.
Well, I know that you'll be as great as your grandfather. Hell yeah, she will. She'll be 10 times better than her grandfather.
No, I don't think 10 times better. Sorry. Would I really be better than my grandfather? Everyone seems to have high expectations for me. I wanted to do my best and make my family proud, but to be better than my grandfather? I wasn't sure about that. From outside the school window, I saw a familiar blue car pulled up to the curb. Undoubtedly, it was my father in the driver's seat. My ride's here. Well, I guess I'll see you both tomorrow.
Want us to come with you?
Oh no. It's okay. I'll be fine. See you. Hey, Dad.
Hey, honey.
As I got into the car, I noticed my father looked troubled, clutching at his steering wheel and staring straight ahead as if something was really bothering him.
About what happened yesterday. I'm sorry for yelling at you. Does your cheek still hurt?
No, it's nothing to worry about.
I mean it. I shouldn't have laid a finger on you. You know that you're my most precious daughter. You're all that I have.
Oh my god, I feel like the fucking landlord is mowing and I have those signs to put in, but we're not gonna worry about those right now. Yet he couldn't bring himself up to say what he could never say to me for such a long time. I always wanted to hear those words to affirm how he really felt, but I guess even now he couldn't say it to me. Alright. I turned my head to look out the window. There was no point in waiting for something that was never going to come. And like that, he began to drive, and the conversation between us ended. I just got to focus my attention on the passing scenery. We were taking the usual route, to grandfather's house. That wasn't what it was located within the city of the school district, but it was still pretty far from the school and from where our house was. He had always lived alone. He better not be running over those signs. He insists dropping by. Hold on. I lost myself, I'm sorry. He had always lived alone. He insisted on doing things by himself. Even at his age, living in such a large house. I wondered how did he pass away with no one at his side as well. It sounded lonely and sad. It was strange that he decided on living all alone in his large estate. If anything, he could have lived with us. Though my god, it's so underrated. Give me to cut, skip everything, go to the voice acting part. Though he and my father probably would have given each other the silent treatment the entire time. Maybe living alone was preferable to that. I actually hadn't visited him for quite a while. Visits to his house were most frequent when I was a child, and I had grown up since then. The last time I visited, though, I thought he looked just as he usually was, happy and healthy. But things changed. In the back of my mind, I knew that he would have to leave one day. It wasn't like humans could live forever. So why did my heart still feel so heavy? The car ride was mostly in silence until I spoke up again.
How was school? Maintaining your grades?
Yeah, I've been trying my best as far, or as of so far.
Trying? That's not really doing the best you can, is it?
Okay, there's a pause. I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Oh wait, why do I? Alright, so we already got through this part. With my father, only some words I said were filtered. Fuck this me. Through his years, it was difficult to keep up a conversation without eventually talking about academics or my future, even if it was something and loosely based on it. He always found a way to interrogate it whenever we talked.
Anyway, your belongings are in the trunk. There isn't a lot, so I'm sure you can manage bringing them inside the house. After all, you are on the road to being independent now.
Yes, I can manage on my own. The silence resumed between us. I really wasn't sure what. Wait, did it? Fuck. Try again. So, Dad, I don't know. Is it playing? Okay, it's playing. So, hey, Dad, what about Grandpa and. What about you and Grandpa?
We are not talking about this.
Sorry, I skipped a couple parts. I was trying to figure some out. I feel like we should because Grandpa did leave us yesterday, so.
I wouldn't care if he had left even long before that. I do not want to hear it, and that is the end of this conversation.
As long as he managed to shut down any other form of conversation related to him. It was just like what happened last night. I opened my mouth slightly, but I closed it again. It was like talking to a brick wall. It wasn't like I could find out anything by somehow arguing my way through it. Alright then. I leaned against the car door, stared out the window. I really couldn't think, what would this place be like? I had been to my grandfather's house often, but it was one thing visiting, and it was another thing actually living there. How could I manage living on my own without any training to be a homeowner? I knew naturally the bills would be paid by my parents, who inherited my grandfather's stocks to cooperation, but I had ever lived independently before. Thinking about what made me feel like some kind of bird being pushed out of the nest. Though I was technically an adult, I felt unprepared and a bit daunted at the prospect of actually moving into a new place. Most people my age would get sick moving out. After all, it would symbolize some kind of change in their lives, like being on the road to independence. But I felt like it was nothing of that sort. I really hoped I wouldn't let my parents down. I wouldn't want to let grandfather down. What would he be saying right now? I gazed up passing in clouds in the sky. If you're out there, or grandfather, how would you be doing? Would there be anything you'd tell me at this moment? And of course, no answer. What was I doing? Searching for an answer in the heavens. And that's what heaven that would or would not exist. I ducked my head to stare at the blur of trees and the car from our window. My head was definitely going into the clouds. They're at that moment. Either way, I found myself being driven off to my new home. The car rolled. Smiley Maple time! Okay. I hear a helicopter. The car rolled to a stop and I drifted out of my thoughts.
Here we are. Go on in.
Yeet. Alright, come on, my lover.
All right.
I love you, Dad. No, make sure come back and visit us often. No, I'm going to miss you lots. Nothing other than a blank fucking stare. I paused a bit before reaching for the car door handle, waiting for any form of a goodbye, but he didn't speak again. I sighed and exited a car, hearing my dad pop open the trunk. The bags I packed last night were large enough to carry only the things I need. I took them out. I placed one bag on each other, on each shoulder, and closed the trunk. He then drove off, leaving me alone in front of the mansion. I let the blue car fade into the distance of the road. I turned into seeing my new home. There it is. It's huge! My grandfather gave me this? It's hard to believe. I'll be like, holy shit. But then I would enjoy it at the same time, yes. The house was framed and by tall gates. I hesitantly pushed them aside to take in the entire house estate. The house still looked like it was when I last visited him. Sorry. At a glance, it seemed kind of intimidating, and with its size. Though, if I came closer, it was clear that there was more to it than that. The brick walls were framed by scurvy and lovely flowers, giving it a homey. I'm sorry. A homey and welcoming look, but in contrast, the tall doors into the house gave me a feeling of grandeur. Who knew what was waiting for me? But I wouldn't back down at this moment. I took out the key to the front doors and unlocked them. I'm getting excited because I know what comes next, and I'm like, I'm getting excited. Okay, well, might as well make myself at home. I'll be staying here for quite a while, anyways. That's when I saw them. Lying on the floor was a group of men. Spicy meatballs. The spicy meatballs, though. They were unconscious. There was no explanation as to why. And they were here in the first place. I dropped my bags and let the door close on its own behind me. Who the heck are these guys? Why are they here? What's going on? Some of them had open wounds. The blood was stained on the floor, and the scent was mingling with the air. I couldn't help but to feel bad for them instinctively. But still, I was shocked and a bit angry at the sudden intrusion. My mind suddenly went from caring and concern to confused and demanding answers. Who are you people? No response. I'll call the police. Still nothing. None of them seemed to be awake. It seemed surreal to have random strangers in the house I just moved into, but I wanted answers quickly. That was until get away from me! That was perfect. I just sounded like a mouse. I'm sorry.
Woman, you're going to let me kiss you.
I couldn't believe it. Within a mirror, or blink of an eye, one of the men went from laying on the floor to being right up in front of my face. What was even more odd was the fact that I felt serene and calm about it. Okay. Slowly desire burned from my chest, telling me to accept his kiss, even when my mind randomly refused. Vehemently refused. Go ahead!
Good.
This is why this game is for 16 plus just to let you know. Or for a high school senior, it would be even better. As he kissed me, I could feel my body go weak. I didn't know why, but I guess was draining me of my energy, and yet it was good and made my heart sing. It was strange and tingling feeling, and that danced over every nerve of my body. I couldn't feel streams or unavailable energy run through my veins and into my lips. It felt odd, but at the same time, it felt amazing.
Sam, stop it.
The person who gives me Sam, what was his name? He glanced behind him.
I said stop. Now.
I am...
Fine.
James! We got the professional spicy meatball here. Yeah, okay, I'm making up nicknames for James. Don't worry, I started calling him a spicy meatball anyway, so. He finally pulled back, and I was left standing there in a daze. What? Huh? I couldn't tell what was going on. My mind was completely unwrapped by the kiss that melted into the depths of my forgotten memories.
Please forgive my brother. He's a bit reckless.
No shit!
At least I feel a hell of a lot better than you right now.
Because you used your abilities on her. Sam, you're such a reckless brute. Taking advantage of a beautiful young woman like her.
That's how I feel around Eric, so I'm just gonna suck on as close to my couch as I can. Okay, my leg is kinda, ow, my leg is kinda cramped.
Shut that pretty boy mouth of yours before I rip it off your pretty boy face.
Sheesh, you guys. Can we not fight right now? Not all of us are in the best state.
I guess you are right, Matthew. I agree.
However, as the man got up and started to chat freely, my thoughts began resembling, and I remembered my confusion and anger once more. Only now, it was molded tenfold. What?
Huh? Did you say something beautiful?
Oh my god, fuck up, Eric! And I exploded. What is going on here? Why the hell are you in my house? Why are you bleeding? Why are y'all bleeding? Why you... No, you kissed me! Who are you? Oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. My freaking voice just hurts now. I couldn't help exploding, but after her taking advantage of and being left in much state, my words escaped without flip until it definitely scared the men around. Not even even the guy who kissed me. Wait a second. The guy who kissed me.
Ouch! What's your problem?
Oof. What's your problem? You can't just go around forcing people to kiss you like that. Are you kind of perfect?
Pervert! It was only a kiss!
It might mean nothing to you, but to me, it meant a lot to me. But it meant a lot to me.
What? Was it your first kiss? Ow! Hey! What was that for?
I like hitting you. I know first kisses aren't exactly amazing and full of sparkles and... Fuck! No! I'm gonna have to... Sorry, okay, where was I? I know first kisses aren't exactly amazing, full of sparkles, like out of a fairy tale, but I at least expected it to be more than just something forced on me.
So it was your first kiss. Stop making such a big deal out of it.
Are you asking to get punched again?
Well, what do you want me to do? It's not like I can somehow take it back.
After apology or hit him again. Honestly, I just want to hit him again. I
No!
have enjoyment of
You're
it.
just being violent now!
Yeah, I have enjoyments. You deserved it. Anyway, if you try to pull anybody business in the future, just a fair warning. I know Taekwondo. I think I've bickered enough. Time to go back to the main issue. Alright, and this is where we're gonna go ahead and stop for today, and we'll get back onto it tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to comment down below of some questions I asked, or if something you can relate to, or just anything in general. Please don't vent at this moment. Alright? So, I have to let you know that. Bye!